American Idol music supervisor Kaye and her husband, songwriter-musician Thomas DeLuca, have been brutally murdered in what police are calling a suspected double homicide that has left the entertainment world in shock and horror. The tragic discovery was made on July 14, 2025, when LAPD officers conducted a welfare check at the couple's multi-million-dollar home in Encino, Los Angeles. What they found was straight out of a nightmare. Robin and Tom, both 70 years old, shot execution style in separate rooms of their home. Robin was found lifeless in the pantry. Tom, in the bathroom. Both with fatal gunshot wounds to the head. No signs of forced entry. No valuables taken. Just two respected icons in the music industry, suddenly and senselessly gone. Investigators now believe the murders actually happened 4 days earlier, on July 10, after the couple returned home and walked into a scene they never could have imagined. According to police, 22-year-old Raymond Boodarian, a complete stranger to the couple, had broken into the home earlier that day by scaling a wall and entering through an unlocked door. He was reportedly hiding inside when the couple arrived. Authorities believe the confrontation that followed led to their cold-blooded executions. And just like that, 2 lives ended. Not during a robbery gone wrong. Not during some domestic dispute, but allegedly at the hands of an intruder with no apparent motive, no connection, and no remorse. Initially, police had responded to the residence for a reported burglary on July 10, but when they arrived, they saw no signs of forced entry, nothing visibly stolen, and no one home. Officers left without entering the premises. Days later, after friends and family reported not hearing from the couple, police returned for a welfare check. That's when the horrifying scene was finally uncovered. Surveillance footage and forensic evidence quickly led detectives to Boodarian, who was arrested the following day, July 15, at his Reseda home without incident. So far, authorities say they don't have a clear motive. Nothing was taken from the house. There was no forced entry. No connection between suspect and victims. Was it a thrill kill? A psychotic break? Or something darker that hasn't come to light? Police haven't recovered the murder weapon, and the mystery only deepens. But one thing is clear, this was a premeditated act of pure evil. Friends, family, and fans have been left reeling. Kaye wasn't just a music supervisor. She was a behind-the-scenes powerhouse, working on some of the biggest shows in television. From Buffy the Vampire Slayer to Lip Sync Battle and Hollywood Game Night, Robin shaped the sound of pop culture. But she was best known for her pivotal role on American Idol, where she served as the show's music supervisor for over 15 seasons. Starting in 2002, she helped launch the careers of artists like Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, and Jennifer Hudson. Her influence helped define a generation of pop stars. Robin also worked on the Miss Universe and Miss USA pageants, the NAACP Image Awards, and ran her own successful music licensing company, Synchronicity. Tom DeLuca was equally accomplished. A songwriter and performer since the 1980s, his work spanned decades and genres. He wrote songs for Diesel, Meredith Brooks, Kid Rock, and even Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees. His final album, Street Rock, dropped in 2022 and was praised for its vintage soul and hard-hitting lyrics. Together, Robin and Tom were a musical power couple, respected, adored, and deeply connected to the entertainment world. Their deaths have sent shockwaves across Hollywood. American Idol producers released a heartfelt statement, saying, "Robin has been a cornerstone of the Idol family since 2009 and was truly loved and respected by all who came in contact with her. Robin will remain in our hearts forever, and we share our deepest sympathy with her family and friends during this difficult time." Swedish producer Per Blankens, who worked with Robin on seasons 13 and 14, called her caring, warm, professional, and compassionate, adding that she had a gift for making contestants feel seen. Nick Frediani, the 2015 Idol winner, remembered her as a mentor who always had encouraging words and an open heart. But what makes this tragedy even more heartbreaking is that Robin seemed to sense something was wrong in the days leading up to the murders. According to reports, she had reached out to a private security firm about installing protection at their Encino home. The work was never completed in time. One neighbor recalled Robin recently saying she didn't feel safe and feared the couple was being watched. Another resident reported seeing a man scaling a wall into the property just weeks prior. Tom had reportedly told a pool cleaner that masked men had once tried to break in, only fleeing after being scared off by their dogs. The couple's estate, valued at around $4.5 million, had already been targeted multiple times. And now, both are gone, executed in their own home, killed by a man who, at this moment, has offered no explanation, no apology, no clue as to why he took their lives. The Labs Valley Bureau Homicide Division is still investigating, and they are asking anyone with information, footage, or tips to come forward. Investigators say this case isn't over. More details are likely to emerge in the coming days and weeks, including potential motive, timeline confirmations, and the fate of the accused killer, who remains behind bars. For now, all we can do is mourn to lives that ended far too soon, celebrate the extraordinary legacy they leave behind, and demand justice for Robin Kaye and Thomas DeLuca. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.